I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we're AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Spy Family Season 1, Episode 20. We are behind on this show, so our intro will not be long. Our discussions might be, though. Ready?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Is that foreshadowing that a gathering is close at hand?
I think so, because I'm also realizing, there's probably only going to be 24, 25 episodes of this season? 5 more episodes, or 4 more. How do we end it? It has to be something so, big, right? We could build up to that meeting. There's a lot of, golden hour in this intro. Now it's a lot of night.
Golden Hour, Moonlight. These are all new spy names coming up in this episode.
Golden Hour would be a cool spy name. You only can do spy work in the hours of whatever daylight savings time allows. That's cool.
General Hospital. Bring your daughter to work day. Ha ha!
A whole fake hospital is gonna be built. Please.
I would.
Assassin. They both know. Oh my god!
Gosh! Look at her.
Only the red.
The shopkeeper.
I'm so glad we're seeing this right now. It's still going. Oh. Whew.
She studied anatomy.
Whoa, it's pink! What the... That whole thing was just
like... Tomato festival!
What is happening?
Blah blah yada yada.
Detective
Why is
gear.
she dressed like that?
Because she's looking for faults in it. She knows it's not real. What's the presentation gonna sound like?
That's true. Love it. Huh.
Aw.
What a way to explain it to a child.
Right?
Oh, the veterans from when the war ended. It's paradise.
Of course he is.
Did you see that
Yeah,
shadow
the shadow
there?
on the left side.
He has a good alibi. Mm-hmm. Oh. There's no way he's a spy. I know him. They betray the trust.
You ever do that in school?
Open his own clinic. And being a dad.
Who was the shadow?
Brain modification machine.
Yeah.
What cartoon did you get that from?
Oh no. She wants to go down the passage.
Yep, that's what they use with kids.
Do you think someone's here for Anya? I like they keep doing this magnifying glass thing.
And her eyes just going down.
Oh!
Was that the person in the shadows? So co-worker.
What is your name?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Facts.
It is exciting, and you're dressed for investigating, so.
It's like Alcatraz.
Psychic phenomena.
I think it's a ghost.
It was ghosts. Oh my gosh.
Gentlemen, let us continue this meeting.
Let us take patients who speak of ghosts seriously. There we go. Anya, you did a good deed today.
What is it gonna say about
Oh
her?
no. She's gonna do something random and then it's gonna say something about her. Her psychological
Just to
state.
put the other box inside that box.
Oh no. Inside of the deeper parts of the patient's psyche, oh my gosh. Mind is full of? That is accurate.
Rolling sweep. Damien's move. Oh no. I don't know why I expect like
She even expected him to be able to read
yeah,
it.
same with the drawings though.
Good girl, you're the best. Papa's worried about me.
That's a throwback too.
Papa's filled with violence. Both parents are filled with violence.
Only that many claps.
Look at Becky.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's why. I thought she just thought Anya was cute. I completely
no.
forgot. We're admiring different things, Becky. I thought Lloyd was helping her with this.
I don't get to see it? Unbelievable. I like the little spy mask. I feel like this is in Anya's mind or something.
Decipher the perplexing code. Ooh. Come to. How do they grade her tests then?
Multiple choice.
Oh yeah, just filling in bubbles.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be like the best cipher ever.
Oh, he's such a good dog. Oh, okay.
Everyone's doing it. Frankie! Oh, this is just what I needed.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the cipher she made up is the one that Lloyd uses, and now he needs to redo one?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
An impossible thing to decipher. She's giving them to everyone?
Does Damien get one?
Oh.
She is going to give him one. It's like a secret love letter.
You know when you do a crossword puzzle, they say the first word you see is what you want to see?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to get what they want out of this. He picked it right back up.
He's trying to crack it. He's 100% gonna try to crack it. By the morning, every single person she knows and loves is going to go crazy.
Oh no. This is so exciting.
Where did she come from?
Frankie's mind. It's a dangerous thing, Frankie's mind.
Everyone is gonna be getting something out
He
of this
decoded
day
it!
one. Saturday, come to the bridge. Oh
Has he
my
been up all
gosh.
night? His eyes are red.
Is that what the message was, to come to the bridge, like
Yeah.
in her dream? Are all of them gonna be at the bridge?
Everyone who figured it out. Oh, he figured it out.
This is really devastating.
So funny.
And now she's gonna go to the bridge and see her handiwork.
Nah.
No.
Bond's gonna eat it and she's gonna sleep in and not even show up. Oh. I wanted to see how Damien and Becky reacted. Okay, that was Spy Family Season 1, Episode 20. I wanted to see how Damien and Becky reacted or what they did.
I know that Damien threw it on the ground, but as soon as we got the shot of the outside of a building, obviously it was the apartment building that Anya's in. But for that split second, I was like, oh my god, Damien uncrumpled it, took it home, and is now trying to decipher it in candlelight.
Has twine and push pins up on a board.
His entire wall is covered in pictures and directions and maps. And he's trying to decipher it.
I know that neither of them ended up trying to look at it, Damien and Becky, but I thought it was such a funny bit. And it's so funny they ended it with the Frankie love thing. I love him so much.
He literally, I don't know where in his mind he went for random stranger female, also knows Anya Forger. And he knows that Anya knows Frankie and gives Anya this letter for Frankie. He had to jump over a lot of things in order to make those things connect. But he really wants love in his life.
Yeah. I loved this episode. This episode was top tier. I loved the imagination scene with Yor and Anya because of how long it went on and how much style it had. The selective color, and then the animation was great, and then how they ended it with the pink switch with red. I thought it was so well done. It was so entertaining to watch.
In a way, Lloyd and Yor really are on the same side.
Yeah.
Because Yor is cleaning up the filth, cleaning up the bad guys, basically, the mean people that are hurting people from the East. And Lloyd is after the same people, the villains of the East that would, turn this war into violence. So, maybe that helps me feel a little less scared that they would ever be at odds with each other in the future.
For example, if you blank the blank of someone's neck while there's censored blood being flung on the screen, and you can see Anya just being
She looks adorable though.
She looks great. I'm so happy. That was such a good episode. And we got to see Lloyd's. I didn't know his fake life went this deep.
I didn't, it makes sense now
Completely.
In hindsight. If he's a professional spy, that he would have the alibi and the connections of actually having people who can vouch for him as being truthful in this job and in this profession that he says he has. But I think after last episode, when he was like, oh, I have to go to the hospital, I was like, yeah, we know you don't go to the hospital. You have secret meetings with the handler. But then I also remembered he only has those secret meetings with the handler on like Wednesdays.
Well, yeah, but he's also on the roof of the school a lot too.
Yeah.
That being said,
so like,
though,
when does he go to the office?
I don't know, but do you know what this means?
What?
There is now a bigger chance of one day leaving behind being a spy and having something to fall back on.
I mean, apparently he's good at this, and you kind of, to have the respect of all of those other people in your same profession and the nurses that work there in the hospital, and to have he's obviously studied.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he looked at the sandbox with Anya, he was reading into it. So he's definitely studied.
Oh, yeah. He knows what he's... like, and it's Twilight. He wouldn't do this without, like, half-assed.
Right, and what is a spy good at? A spy is good at reading people, observing, and noticing things. And so the things that he was saying of why he likes doing this job are very accurate and similar to the reasons he likes being a spy or is good at being a spy.
We got to meet the white-haired character that appears in the outro. We didn't even get a name, but at least we know where they fall, kind of.
Yes. They are a co-worker that has also infiltrated the hospital.
I don't know how that will play out to be significant enough to have a spot in the outro, I feel like that's, like, reserved for... like, I feel like she has a pretty significant spot in the outro, like, up there with Frankie. And, like, Frankie's Frankie. Like, you gotta bring something... more than this episode. I expect to see her again, and I'm excited to see how, and I want to learn her name.
So, I feel like I have to point out what she says to Lloyd specifically is basically talking about the attachment that is there, that Anya is attached to him.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a good point of view to have in the story, is someone who also does the same line of work, who... it will notice maybe if Lloyd isn't being as, it's just an act and this is my mission, as he says he is.
That's good.
And that's good.
Yeah.
I think that point of view of someone who knows Lloyd's truth. Like, if you think about Yuri's that... I feel like Frankie's just kind of like the fun character. Like, Frankie reminds me of, like, in Pokemon games, like, Nurse Joy or something. You go to get your Pokemon healed and Frankie's always there. Like, he is the intel person. But and for Yuri, for Yor, we get more of Yor coming out. We get past for Yor. We get to know Yor better in terms of whatever Yuri understands about Yor. Obviously, Yuri doesn't fully understand the extent of what his sister does, but it is a character that helps us get to know Yor better. And then I feel like Frankie is more just kind of like a fun intel character, but I don't think he really knows Lloyd super duper well, other than like their work friends.
I'm not gonna let this like go. If you're gonna compare Frankie to Nurse Joy, I think it's fair that I give him an apt comparison.
Okay.
I think Frankie is like Red, because like, yeah, a whole television series for years, like, existed around Ash Ketchum and Misty and Brock, like an Anya, a Lloyd, and a Yor. And, like, this is where the story's focused on, and everyone loves it, and Ash is a really good character. But what's an underrated character, an underappreciated character that is arguably stronger and could potentially beat Ash in a fight even? Red. That's what Frankie is. Frankie is that. Frankie. But I wanted to point out, before I get to something with Anya, I wanted to point out something else with Anya that she said. She said she She said, Lloyd gives clients a piece of cake
Yes.
instead of peace of mind.
Yes.
And it is the best thing I've ever heard. It's so stupid, but it's so smart. Like,
all of the things that she said in that presentation were hilarious because we hear earlier in the episode, she's like, second son always tells me I'm dumb.
I can't catch a cold because I'm like...
And then she just goes and gives this presentation that's probably the most entertaining presentation that any of them have ever listened to in that room.
It's so consistent. I think her, like, misunderstandings are so consistent in, like, a beautiful way. And I also love that we didn't even need to see it, but there was this horrible suspicion about Lloyd, but within minutes it was solved and he was eloquent to Henry Henderson. Amazing. But I wanted to bring up Anya talking about a brain modification machine. That's pretty dark because I think the only assumption to be made is that was either what was used on her or she saw it in use when she was captured.
And we hear from Lloyd even, it's like, we get that tidbit. And I think both of us were like, wait, is this something that she's calling upon from memory or calling upon from imagination, TV? And Lloyd even goes, oh, is that something that's in her TV shows? And they give us that line to really drive home the point that this is not something she's making up.
Yeah. It was good. I don't know. I love when they sprinkle in some of that, like, underlying history that Anya has. It makes me, like, it just reminds me.
It was really, like, sad to have that coupled, like, her walking in and being like, where are those machines that she's accustomed to? And then also later on with the sandbox.
The surgery thing.
Yeah, and with the sandbox and Lloyd trying to diagnose her mental state, her psyche from this. And the things he says, you know, obviously Anya's way too entertained to feel sad, I think, at the moment. But it really does bring home the fact that, like, this is a small child that traumatic things happen to. And Lloyd is also doing something that could be possibly very traumatic to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's better than what she's had. And obviously she
pain.
Appreciates and loves, like, Lloyd and Yor. But...
And I think Anya genuinely believes that if world peace is to happen and she is to help Lloyd with this mission, that she will keep this family.
Oh, I agree.
And
because that's what world peace is to her. Yeah.
Is the like, Papa, Mama, now Bond, Frankie coming to visit, Unky. And now we're going to get more of this silver-haired woman who I think will be a great dynamic to add in terms of pushing. I feel like that's kind of like a push for Lloyd's character will be possibly this coworker because of Lloyd even already starting to speculate, like, I'll visit them. Like, once world peace is achieved, I'll make sure to check in on Yor and Anya and keep up with them. And I think that this character is going to be the one that calls him out on his bullshit. Like, you care about these two people.
I think that it could definitely go in that direction. And I think that they could utilize her character for that in that way, because it's like there needs to be some acknowledgement that Lloyd is acting different. And I think the handler's a very big person to be the person to do that. So this makes more sense in, like, the story aspect.
The handler's a boss.
Yeah.
And this is a coworker.
Yeah, exactly. A colleague. Best part of the episode for me was when Anya used rolling sweep, which was Damien's move from last episode. I absolutely loved that. That's awesome to me. That's so cool.
I think one of my highlights of this episode is that all of these people working in this hospital were trying to, like, be like, oh, those people that believe in ghosts or say they see ghosts. And then suddenly they're like, we'll always listen to them. We'll always listen to what they say.
That was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
All right. You good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope to see you next time.
Do you want to go make a code?
Yeah, let's do it.